家好，我係 Michelle 朱曼舒，咁歡迎大家收聽我哋今日嘅嘉賓訪談嘅環節嘅。嗱，咁喺頭先嘅短片入邊咧，我哋都可以係知道咗啦。喺11月嘅19號啊，喺萬錦市嘅 Markham Theatre 咧，將會係有一個嘅 representation 嘅event 咧係會展出嘅。咁到時咧就會係專門咧係宣揚一啲對社區、對萬錦市嘅政府咧係有貢獻嘅個人啦，同埋係公司團體嘅。咁究竟呢一個嘅頒獎典禮啊，詳情係點樣樣嘅咧？今日咧我哋嘅節目係請到咗呢一次嘅大會嘅主席啊，亦都係萬錦市嘅區域議員 Regional Councillor Gordon Landon 咧上嚟係接受我哋嘅訪問嘅。Gordon, okay, welcome to our show.
Great to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, Gordon, I know you are Regional Councillor of City of Markham. So can you tell us about how long you have been involved with the Council of City of Markham?
I've been on council for 29 years.
29 years.
And,
okay.
And I was a regional councillor since 1988.
Yeah.
And I was off for 3 years with and in a wheelchair, and then I came back again. So I've got 29 years of service.
Wow！ 咁其實咧 ，Gordon 咧就係已經咧係同呢一個市議員啊，已經做咗咧成29年啦。初咧就市議員啦，咁跟住咧之後咧就係選咗咧就係區域市議員嘅。區域議員究竟市議員同埋區域議員有啲咩嘅唔同咧 ？So I think most people they're not quite sure what's the difference between city councillor and regional councillor.
There's 8 ward councillors, and they represent a smaller part of Markham, about 40,000, and then the regional councillors represent the whole town.
Yeah.
And the mayor represents the whole town, and we sit on about that. So there's 13 people altogether on Markham Council, and then the 4 regional councillors and the mayor also sit on one in Newmarket. And we look after the police, we look after community services, we look after public health, and all the big roads and sewer and water.
OK， 咁其實咧，市議員咧同埋區域議員咧，其實個區域咧就係唔同㗎。咁啊，市議員咧就係每一個區啦。So how many wards in Markham?
There's 8 wards.
8 wards.
8 wards.
So there were 8 city councillors. Right?
Yes.
8 city councillors.
City councillors. They have a portfolio, like for the parks and some of the community centers, and some of them look at local planning and bylaws and things like that.
Okay.
And then we have a general committee that is made up of all the councillors and the regional councillors, and we study everything, and then we bring it to council.
OK， 咁其實咧，萬錦市咧總共咧就係有8個區啊，咁有8個市議員啦。So I know there were 4 regional councillors and 8 city councillors. Is that right? In the city of Markham.
And the mayor.
In the mayor, of course. 咁咧就
13.
Yes。所以咧，其實咧，萬錦市咧呢一個嘅組成咧就係市長啦，跟住咧有4個嘅係區域議員啦，咁跟住下邊咧亦都有8個嘅市議員嘅。So I know recently you are really busy, right? You are organizing a representation, which will be held on November 19th. So can you tell us about it?
Every 2 years, we start meeting a year ahead of time, and we put out nomination forms to try and find the best people that have done things in Markham and outside of Markham. Okay, and then we adjudicate which ones are the best, and we only hand out usually about 4 awards, but we've got 8 candidates this year, and it'll be at the Markham Theatre on the 19th, and WOW TV is going to be there taking pictures of it.
Yeah.
And it's like the Academy Awards, you know, because they bring up the letter and we open it up and we tell who's the winner.
Yeah, so how long has this event been organized? How many years?
It's been going on for about 20 years.
20 years.
And we have some really good candidates this year.
So how do they nominate the recipients? How do they nominate them?
Yeah, they're nominated from the public. You
From
see,
the public.
We put out forms, and then they fill them out, and then we interview. Then we interview each candidate, and we decide whether they are qualified or not. And if they're qualified, then they get to come to the theater.
So how many categories?
There's about 4 or 5 categories. There's arts and culture, recreation, and well, I guess really ethnic, I guess, as well. And we had a special kind of award this year for a special person. I won't mention who it is tonight, but there's a special award being given out to one person in Markham this year.
Yeah, so does the nominee has to be the residents in Markham or business?
Yeah, it has to be somebody that lives in Markham and has done something significant in Markham, but also taken Markham's name outside of Markham. Like lots of people have done great things in Markham, but only in Markham. But some people have taken Markham further. Like for instance, if they went to the Olympics, for instance, and if they win a medal, you know, and they stand on the podium, they say they're from Markham.
哦，OK，咁啊嗱，同大家解釋下啦，就係呢一個嘅 award 咧，其實咧佢哋最主要咧就係萬錦市政府咧，想表彰一啲咧對萬錦市嘅政府咧係有貢獻啦，對社區有貢獻嘅朋友㗎。咁呢一啲嘅得獎嘅人咧，一定咧就係要住喺 Markham 啦，或者係喺 Markham 嘅一啲嘅商戶啊、一啲嘅公司㗎。咁如果佢哋係做咗一啲嘅成績咧，亦都令到萬錦市政府咧係帶嚟光榮啦，咁呢一啲嘅人咧都可以係有機會係攞獎㗎。咁當然咧就係要俾人提名啦，咁提名咗之後咧，佢哋會通過個評選啊，咁而每2年咧就會係選出呢一啲嘅得獎嘅朋友嘅。咁喺呢度咧都好開心啦！萬錦市政府咧即係都有咁嘅即係心思咧嚟到係表彰呢個朋友㗎。So okay, besides this event, I think a lot of residents of Markham they want to know about what's the tax.
I'm the budget chairman, and we've been holding. This year we started early, and we just had our last budget meeting yesterday, and we the staff and that brought it down to 1%, but we added a 0.5% for the emerald boar, you know, that's killing our trees, okay? And we're going to build up a fund to try and save those trees. So we added 0.5% to the tax rate. So the tax rate this year will be 1.5%.
So you are talking about the tax rate, is that property tax?
Yes.
OK， 咁其實咧就今日咧阿哥都咧嚟上嚟咧帶俾我一個真係最新嘅消息咧，就係呢個 budget 咧，琴日咧政府係計咗出嚟嘅。咁喺萬錦市嘅市民咧，咁喺明年咧，咁個 property tax 即係個地稅啊嚇，咁我哋嘅物業稅咧就會係上升1.5%嘅。呢個真係一個最新嘅新聞。So this is a very new news, right? Because you just got the budget from yesterday.
Yes.
OK. And also lots of people concerned about the Markham Centre. So how's the process of Markham Centre?
Markham Centre has got a Pan Am pool, and it's got 28,000 square foot international badminton center going in there for the Pan Am Games. And then also we have an arena that we're discussing to put in there, and there'll be some reports coming back in the new year to see whether it's feasible or not. And also there's a concept about a training center there too, which we're looking at as well. So it's going to be a very exciting area because you'll have a pool, and you'll have a badminton center, and you'll have a nice commercial area, and possibly you'll have an arena with 20,000 seats, so you could hold some community events in there too, where like the Taste of Asia, for instance, could be held there and bring in some singers from Hong Kong, right?
Wow. I know it's located on Highway 7 and Warden, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how long will this project be complete? How long it will take?
if it gets passed, it'll take about 2 years to build.
2 years，OK，咁其實咧頭先咧Gordon Lennon 都同我哋講過咧，就係我哋大家都好關心嘅，特別住喺萬錦市嘅朋友啊，就係呢個 Markham Centre 啦。咁啊，大概幾時會完成呢一個 project 咧？可能咧會係要2年嘅時間㗎。咁2年時間喺 Civic Warden 咧，到時我哋揸車經過咧，就會一個好大嘅變化啦。頭先佢都講到啦，入邊會有好多嘅運動場啊、戲院啊，同埋其他唔同嘅設施嘅。咁希望咧呢個 project 咧會帶俾萬錦市嘅市民呢一個新嘅氣象啦。咁其實咧除咗呢一樣嘢之後咧，我諗好多嘅朋友都會關心一樣嘢，就係呢個萬錦市嘅交通啦。I think the other issue the Markham residents they are really concerned about is the traffic. So do you have any plan or solution?
I'm chairman of the traffic committee.
I know because you were late because the traffic was bad, right?
No, I was at my dentist, and I was an hour late because they kept me 1 hour. But
it's okay.
But here, I'm the transportation chairman, and we're building a BRT right from between Kennedy and Warden, and it's going to go right through to Vaughan. It'll be about 28 kilometers, and it'll be dedicated to the buses, and no cars will be in it, and they'll have priority of the signals as well, so it can speed along, and the cars will be sitting there, and beside them they'll be sitting there, so people will get on the transit and go.
Oh wow, wonderful. OK， 咁今日咧我哋好多謝咧，就係萬錦市嘅區域議員咧，就係 Gordon Lennon 上嚟咧，同我哋介紹咗咁多新嘅情況。咁希望咧萬錦市咧都係個發展咧，都會係越嚟越快啦。咁令到我哋萬錦市嘅市民咧生活咧越嚟越好嘅。So thank you so much, Gordon.
Okay, thank you
so much.
So much to see you again.
Yes.
Okay.